Right now you're looking at the beachfront here at Playa Mariana. I'm Kevin Fleming, developer and founder of Grupo Mariana. We are building out this 923 acre project 8 kilometers south of Masachapa. It's a little windy today, so my camera's going to be shaking, but bear with me. You've been watching the development over the last few months. You've been watching this channel behind the scenes because you basically want to know what it's like to develop 923 acres from the ground up. Now we got a bit of a head start because we've been doing this for some time, but we're now under construction, as you've seen with some of the other pictures. All the infrastructure is ready to go in, the water, the power, the roads. And over the next 2, 3, and 6 months, incredible change is going to happen on site. You've already seen amazing change just with the coastal highway, the entrance area, the landscaping, and we haven't even gone inland yet. So my next stop is we're going to go in and check out the beachfront road. They're going to be clearing out the stumps next week from the trees that we cleared, and they're going to be grading all the roads and the roads from the coastal highway down to this beach. And it's going to be amazing. What a day, what a day. Right now, to give you a sense of time, it is 2:45, and I'm going to be going in the water in about an hour. It's low tide right now. Low tide, I looked, was at 1:40 in the afternoon, and now it's 2:45. But now you can see, let's just walk. Come with me. We're here, so let's just do it. I was standing in one spot, but I'm getting hot. So right that way, okay, pay attention. That's Masachapa down there. Around that corner and then another 3 kilometers, and you'll make it all the way to Masachapa non-stop. So it's a total of about 8 kilometers along the coastline. I'm walking on wet sand now. Okay, I'm still walking. Look how far I am from the shore, everybody. Look how wide that beach is. It's absolutely, incredibly amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking until I'm afraid I'm gonna get wet. And maybe I find myself another shell like I did last time. It was a nice surprise here. So you can see when I say that you can go swimming here when the tide is in, there's no rocks, there's no algae. Look, I'll get even lower. Check it out. Okay, look at that. Nothing is going to hurt you here. You don't have to worry about anything sucking you in. There's no steep drop off. There's no like cliff that you got to worry about. It's just completely flat. All right, and it goes out even further. I'm going to be going out as far as I possibly can in about an hour. I still have to walk a little bit with Carlos. He wants to show me all the work that he did. Okay, my socks are getting a little wet now, so I'm going to back up. But I'll give you a bit of a 360 here, ready? So that way is Masachapa. That's the corner of our property, and it goes 2 kilometers all the way down this coastline. In fact, you can barely see the end of it past those coconut trees there. Where you see those coconut trees in the distance, it's 1 kilometer, I say it loosely, 0.8 of a kilometers past that point, and you reach the Ticklelapa River. We saw that. You saw where the coastal highway, where the bridge is being built, and it's going over that river. Well, that's where that river leads out to into the ocean. And so this is the beach that I have been the owner of for the last 20 years. This land, well, I'm gonna get some hate on that one. Let me rephrase that. Nobody owns the beach. Okay, I own where it's green, inland. Okay, the beachfront is public. Yes, the beachfront is public. You watch, the comments are going to come down below. So the beach is public in Nicaragua, but you do own the land in front of it. Okay, well, depends what title you have, but that's for another story, for another day. But this is one incredible property, and I've been mentioning, and I keep mentioning because it's so important, that this particular property has 2 levels. So we're down here on the beach, and you wouldn't know it, but from previous videos, when you look at them, it is 20 meters above sea level. So down below, there's room for basically 2 rows of lots, beachfront lots, and the ones right across the street from the beach. Under each 250 feet here at the project, and about 60 feet wide. But at about 150 feet into the second row, it starts to go up this slope gently, and we're gonna walk it about 100 feet till we get to the top. At the top, there's another 2 kilometers, okay, of ocean front. So there's almost 2 miles of ocean frontage, whether you want to call it ocean frontage or beach frontage. It's pretty well all the same to me at this point. But down below, it's like 2 different worlds. So when you're down below, you don't even know that there's something behind you. You wouldn't even know that there's a project behind you or anything. So when you own a beachfront home site, this is literally all yours to enjoy, this virgin beach. And I can tell you, not in this video, but there'll never be any more development for as far and as wide as you can see that way. And when I look this way, I can tell you, maybe faintly in the distance, you can see some kind of like town, some structures. Well, that's 18 kilometers away. So we're looking at from this particular point, 12 kilometers straight of clear visibility that you can just walk straight undisturbed. So between 12 kilometers that way and about 8 kilometers this way, you have this stretch of 20 kilometers of beachfront that you're likely never going to see development for one reason or another that I can explain in a different video. But you get to enjoy this wonderful, amazing low tide beach, and the water's warm. It is incredibly warm here. You could just walk right in. In fact, you know what I'm going to do right now? I just can't help myself. I can't help myself. I am taking off my shoes right now. Look, I'm taking off my shoes. You see? I'm taking off my shoes. I'm going to walk in the water. Live and in person. Oh, I can't help myself. You know, you own this beach, and it's really a shame sometimes we come here. Oh my gosh. You know, this beach is really famous for sand dollars. Check it out. You guys see that? Okay, they're all over the place. These sand dollars. See them? There's another one there. Another one there. So when it's low tide, it reveals all these sand dollars. I tell you, if I had to name my project again, it would probably be Sand Dollar. Now, do you think my shoes are safe there if I go in the water? Probably not, right? I should probably move them back a little bit, be smart about this. Okay, the person who I'm here with is watching me now doing this. He's probably thinking, Kevin's taking off his shoes. Maybe I should do it too. But I'm gonna put my shoes here. I think I'm pretty safe. Okay, let's go for a walk in the water. And you can see what gets me so excited here and what gets a lot of other people. In fact, 66 other people have purchased and made a commitment in this particular project over the years. Because once you get here, you can't unsee this. You can't, oh my gosh. I can't even explain to you what I'm feeling right now. Oh, it feels so good. I've been walking around outside in this heat. It's about 32 degrees today right now. And this just feels incredible. You ever get that feeling where you just get like goosebumps because it feels so good? That's what I'm feeling right now and experiencing. Oh, amazing. Just want you guys to enjoy that. Okay, I think I'm going to walk the rest of my beachfront barefoot. So that's the beachfront here at Playa Mariana. You want to pay attention because what we have upcoming in 9 days from now is our One Country Away Challenge, all right? This is all about me teaching you how to buy real estate overseas safely, quickly, easily, and most importantly, avoiding the common mistakes that people make. And since I've been developing real estate for 20 years now, good times, bad times, all kinds of crazy crap, I can tell you what no real estate developer or agent wants you to know. Worse yet, don't know themselves. Okay, that would be really bad. Not only that, and that's January 19th to the 23rd, so somewhere, click the link in the bio, go down below in the comments, you'll see all the links. Come join us. It's free. It's 1 hour a day where I go live and I teach you everything you need to know, at least to get started. Okay, there's not everything I can teach you in 5 days. And then in February, we're launching, okay? We've been holding off on the real estate. Gosh, I don't know, it's probably been 10 years now. We've been very careful in bringing product to the market during the best of times. And now is the right time in Nicaragua. So we are launching this, I guess, the third phase of our home sites, the beachfront home sites and ocean view home sites, along with our beachfront condominiums, the second phase offering of those particular units. You're going to want to find out more about that. And after the February 19th launch event, again, information down below in the links, we're going to have a groundbreaking discovery event where you too can come here and you can be in this water right beside me, maybe even riding a horse on the beach, a quad up and down the beach, 4 or 5 kilometers, and basically just flying. And that's going to be March the 19th to the 23rd. And that's basically the celebration event for the real estate launch. So I'm going to walk back to my shoes because the water seems to be creeping up. So go down below in the links, follow us, subscribe. You're watching this video because, and you made it this far because you're interested in perhaps a tropical lifestyle. You're interested in investment. You're looking to, I don't know, park some money out of the country. You're looking for adventure. You might be looking to find a new, different place for yourself. And most definitely what you're going to find here is you're going to experience something real. And this is not something that's readily available across the country of Nicaragua, let alone anywhere in Central America where you're going to find a beach of this quality. The title here is something that is almost unheard of. It's 120 years old. I've owned the property for the last 20 years, so that is for sure. This particular land has title insurance from 2 different carriers in Central America. That is First American Title Insurance Company, which you might be familiar with. In addition, Stewart Title Guarantee. Both carriers have insured this property, which means that this is one of the safest properties you can buy in the country of Nicaragua, because we're the only property with 2 title insurance companies with policies on the property, let alone a title that's over a century years old that you can easily check and verify. In addition, this particular land, as big as it is, we took 2.5 years to put in place a horizontal property regime. So there's over 350 lots that are individually registered on a deed with all the covenants, the restrictions, the rules, the regulations. And this means that when you transfer a property, the rules and regulations and those covenants and restrictions, they move on to the next person. So it's not in English, it's not in French, it's in Spanish, it's registered on the deed and enforceable. That pretty well protects the standards and the quality and integrity of the land, so we can enforce the good quality standards that we want to put in place. So between the title, the amazing water quality and quantity that we have in the project, the regime that protects your interests and future interests of people who are going to own the land, put that into perspective, we're only an hour and a bit from Managua and the new international airport and existing airport along the coastal highway. Just logic tells you this is the next up-and-coming place to purchase here at Playa Mariana along the Pacific Passage, and you're definitely going to want to get involved, not miss out. If you miss out on this, I don't know what to tell you. You just weren't meant to buy real estate, I suppose. I guess you'll just keep looking, keep doing nothing, and that's okay. That's okay. Just don't bitch about it to other people, all right? But when you're ready to take action, and I know you are, when you become aware of how easy it is to own beachfront real estate in Nicaragua, you are going to find yourself rapidly noticing how fast you want to get down here naturally. And all of this adds up to you automatically realizing that this is the place for you. This is what you're going to logically understand makes the most sense. And again, this, you can come unplug in Nicaragua. This is a place to find your different place, experience something real, and you too could be sharing this low tide beach with me, almost nobody else. Just absolutely complete virgin beach. I don't know what to say. I think this just speaks for itself, doesn't it? So go down below in the comments. Tell me you love it. Give me your impression of this particular beachfront. I got to get back to work here and start walking the rest of this beach, take some more pictures and check out what's happening inland.